Thank you so much for tuning into JLM Radio Podcast. We are circling back to the love, dating, relationship episode. Now it's featuring the male perspective. On today's episode, I will be featuring a special guest at CaliGreen54 on IG. How are you?
I'm great. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys out there today?
Wonderful.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I am honored to have you on here as the male perspective. Give a little insight on who you are, where you're from. I know you are passionate about calisthenics and also a cannabis advocate.
Yes. I go by Cali Green. I'm from California. Advocate of marijuana, like she said, hence the name Green. And I write music, and I'm also a coach.
Oh.
So I'm a trainer.
Nice.
So if you're in Vegas and you're in the area, hit up the Fit Factory, download the app, 7-day free pass.
Nice. Wonderful. All right. We're going to go ahead and get into the episode of the Love, Dating, Relationship Podcast. The first question I do have for you is, in your opinion or your experience, what is the dating pool like to you?
Now versus back then, it sucks to me. And I say that due to social media. There is no in-person communication. Everything is via online. Like I'm used to going up and meeting a person in person and talking to them and catching a vibe and doing something. Now it's online and you can pretend to be wherever you want to be. And yeah, I'm just not with that at all. I'm like, my experience so far, and this is not recently because I don't do online dating no more, but when I did try it, I was catfished and I was like, yeah, they like put the picture up of them when they were looking good, and when I picked them up, it was a different subject, and so yeah.
So did that kind of push you?
So I'm still like to meet the person in person, get a vibe from them, get to know them, take them out, and even now, like I go out and I see people on dates and stuff, they're more active on their phone than with the person that they're on the date with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
And that does piggyback off the second question of how has social media influenced dating, good and bad? So you did mention that it was for bad. What about for good? Do you feel like in a good way that it could put you
as far as dating, I would say it's all bad in so many different ways. As far as social media and promoting yourself and helping your business or something of that nature, then yes, all for it. But if you have a partner that's let's say nosy or into your business all the time and you're out doing something you ain't supposed to be doing, they can always go to your social media or your friend's social media and find something out. And you know what I mean? There's no more privacy at all. So then not only your mate or your significant other don't even have to see it. One of her friends can see it and then it's going to double back.
Right.
So you know what I mean? It's just no good. Then people are jealous. Somebody likes a picture on Instagram or social media and then they wondering if they got to worry about something. Like, it's just a picture. Am I going to meet this person? I got to slide in the DMs. Like, it's a big mess. It's a big mess.
So you'd rather old school date? Like, where do you think the best places to meet a significant other, old school style? Church, supermarket?
I always say go to the places where you're interested in, meaning the type of things that you like to do. If you like to work out, go to the gym and meet somebody. That way you meet somebody that have the same aspiration or things that you like, you know what I mean, in common. If you're a club person, go to the club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? You go out, you go out and meet the person where you're active at in things that you like.
Right. So you guys can have the same thing in common.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. And then the next question I would ask you is, how was dating in your early 20s as far as experience, and then now in your age now?
In my 20s, it was just fun. And you're 20, you're having fun. I don't even think that. I mean, I had my son at 21. So I was in a relationship, but I wasn't because I was still out here in the streets doing shit I shouldn't have been doing. You know what I mean? Being young, just having fun. Unlike now, it's like I ain't got time for all of that. I need to, you know what I'm saying? It's either this and, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm not going out like how I used to in them situations. So it's a lot different. When I was younger, I was out all the time. I was in the club, I was in the mix, I was doing stuff. You know what I mean? Now I'm like, I only go out if she want to go out.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not really into that. I do it to make her happy.
Like, even in your 20s, you really don't know what you like. You know what I mean?
You're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
That's what college for and spring break and all the other things that go on while you're young. You know what I mean? And then as you grow, you figure out what you like, what you're into. And then as you get older, you're like, okay, now I know what I want. I'm not accepting anything. I'm not just doing that. You know what I mean? So it's more of a settled thing, and you've grown to know what you want and expect.
Right.
Unlike when you're younger, you're just like, let's just do it. Let's just go for it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You think about them things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know what you like and what you don't like.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, nice. And then what are the most important qualities a man or even a woman should have to offer to the opposite sex as far as when it comes to being in a relationship or even a marriage? What do you think the important qualities a woman should have?
I think qualities, as far as qualities, you should be in tune with yourself. If you're not in tune with yourself, you can't love nobody else. You can't have a relationship with nobody else. You can't expect nobody to love you or want to be, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not happy with yourself. You know what I mean? So I think you should figure yourself out first. And then once you do that, all the good qualities come out that are attractive me.
Okay. I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you go around trying to please everybody, it's never going to work. You know what I'm saying? And there's always going to be a certain female that like this and one doesn't like that. You know what I mean? So you just got to make sure you're doing what you're doing right, you know what I'm saying? And then let them fall in place with you. You know what I mean? It's either or, you know what I'm saying? You can't chase trying to make everybody happy.
I like that. And then also, what is your take on love? Do you believe in love, that it exists? Do you believe in love at first sight? And have you ever been in love?
Yes, I have been in love.
Okay.
My first baby mama, I do believe in love. Love at first sight? I don't think so. I mean, it's a possibility. You know what I mean?
Never say never.
I'm gonna say for me,
Okay.
I don't think so. You know what I mean? But I do think it's possible. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's something that has to grow. Like I was in a situation before, and she was trying to force the issue, and I'm just like, nah, if it ain't happening organically, then, you know what I mean? It's like you can't rush into nothing, you can't force nothing. You have to, as far as I'm concerned, you have to let it happen. You know what I mean? You have to let it happen. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Right.
The universe knows.
Right. Nice. All right.
When I was younger, my father used to tell me there's a reason for everything, and everything is for a reason.
I like that.
You know what I mean? So if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Right. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be for you.
Exactly.
Right. Gotcha. All right. And then what do you believe is important when it comes to keeping a relationship or even a marriage alive?
Honesty, truth. Because if not, people be passive aggressive or holding in stuff, and then it's like a ticking time bomb.
Okay.
When they finally explode, then it brings out stuff that should have been coming out a long time ago. But now at this point, it's like, this is rock bottom. I'm done. I don't want no more. But it could have been solved if you talked about those issues earlier instead of letting it build up.
Oh, I like that.
I mean? I'm with the army. Don't ask, don't tell. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you whether it hurts your feelings or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to be remembering the lie that I told you. You know what I mean?
Hello.
So therefore, I'm only giving the truth.
Right. And that's appreciative of women. I could say women can appreciate that.
Oh, I know from experience because I tell friends and I talk to some of them and they be like, man, I can't believe you said that or you told us that. I'm like, you'd be surprised what the truth gets you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so, nice. I like to hear
just honesty, just, you know what I mean, being honest with your partner.
Right. And then what to you is a relationship deal breaker? Like to...
a liar. You know what I mean? Like, there is no reason for it. I'm at the point where you tell me the truth and let me decide how I'm going to, you know what I mean, deal with it. Don't lie to me and put me on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because then I don't trust you. Once the trust is gone, then that's it. You know what I mean? Nice. I'm a Leo too, and it's like once we're done with a person, we're done. You know, ain't no coming back from that.
Have you ever experienced that before? To even say that is a relationship deal breaker for you? Have you experienced somebody lying to you?
Yes, all the time. And I used to be on the other side of it as well. You know what I mean? That's what made me become the person that I am. Because like I said, it's like another quote from Pops. Like, if you tell one lie, you got to tell a lie to get out of that lie. And then once again, you have to remember all the lies that you told.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So when I was younger, that type shit used to catch up to me. You know what I'm saying? As I got older, I was like, fuck it, they either gonna like it or not like it, but I'm not about to be telling no lies.
Right. There's no need. Right. There's no need to.
That's how it's been. You know what I mean? For me. You know what I mean? I'm just like accepted or rejected. You know what I mean? I can't be putting on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if that person don't like it, somebody else will.
And respect it.
Yeah, exactly. There's somebody for everybody. You just gotta find the right person. You know what I mean?
In this lifetime.
And you gotta dig in that trash and find the treasure. You gotta go to the thrift store, as they say.
Exactly. There you go.
But it's somebody out there that's into the same things that you're into. You know what I mean? So
nice. And then how do you handle difficult conversations with your partner? How would you?
Now it's like time out, come back to it. Before, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just back and forth, which you get nowhere. It's just two people just doing this. There's nothing's been resolved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And most times you can't resolve anything when you're angry anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to take a time out, let things die down, come back to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's just going to be, like I said, just a back and forth. It's not going to get solved. It might go into the next day. You know what I'm saying? Turn into the next, you know what I mean? So talking, you know what I mean? Get it out the way, resolve it, and move on from the situation.
Because I'm going to even circle back to what you said, that it builds up. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, well, I didn't know you felt that way.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Now both of y'all mad and you don't even know what you're mad about. What you upset because she didn't say nothing and you like, oh, well, like you just said, I didn't know you felt that way. Like, you know what I mean? Why you didn't say something at that moment? Yeah.
Because you know they say.
Now you're looking like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? What else you mad about over there that I did? You know what I'm saying? It's a whole thing, you know what I mean? And when it explodes, you do not want to be in the way of that. So, you know what I mean?
Right. They say people speak the truth when they're upset.
Yeah, 100%.
And when they've had a little bit.
Upset and when they're drunk.
Yeah. So that is like, oh, okay, I didn't know you thought like that about me.
Definitely true, Sarah, for sure. And a lot of times people be like, oh, well, no, I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to say that. No, you meant to say it because you was mad.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was your truth. You just ain't said it before.
It took you to get mad to say that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then what does it matter to you if women make more money than a man in a relationship? And do you think that it changes the dynamic of the relationship?
I do not mind. And I'm like, bring it on. I'll be a stay-at-home dad. The fuck? Like, I'm all for the ego, right? So I'm just like, they can be equal all over.
Yeah.
That's funny you said that. I was recently watching this thing on Netflix, and it's called, I forgot, this dude is a financial advisor or whatever. He helped people like fix their credit and get website. And it was a couple in the situation that you were asking and the lady was the breadwinner or whatever, and the husband was a stay-at-home dad or whatever, but she didn't give him no access to any of the finances. Like, he couldn't do anything. And dude used to be an engineer. He stopped his job so she can do what she wanted to do, you know what I'm saying, and build her career. And then he became a stay-at-home dad, but she wouldn't help him with, let him touch any of the money. And she was bad with the money and just let the whole everything just like, it was bills piled up, stacked up because she didn't want to accept her husband's help because he wasn't bringing in the money or whatever. So I was just like, and then he went to the advisor. As soon as she let him in, a bunch of the problems were solved. You know what I'm saying? She said they stopped going to the mailbox because she didn't want to open the bills up.
Wow.
Like that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting in a situation like when I was with my baby mama, when I was married or whatever, it was like she was a stay-at-home mom or whatever. And I just gave her money to take care of everything. You know what I mean? I didn't ask no questions. She told me how much she needed, and I gave her, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other on top of, you know what I'm saying, little allowance for her to do her thing or whatever. And she had him with nothing, no access to nothing. Like he was like a nanny or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't mind it, but if the woman is gonna act in a certain way with it, then you know what I'm saying? Like, especially he went out and made his own money, he did all of that. Yeah. That's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like he was an engineer. That's a good ass job. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he stopped all that to do that, and then what's his name? The influence or whatever his name was, he was like, what did he tell you? Oh, he gave him, got him a job interview to do for the engineer or whatever. And the whole time he was like, now I need to worry about who's going to stay at home with my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the position that his wife put him in. She wanted to do all the work, do everything, not take care of the bills, what's that? But now if he going to the job, are you going to do your part?
Right.
To the kid?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? If you get empowered like that, I think it can be offsetting and kind of damaging to the relationship, which I saw going on with them. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
So,
nice.
It depends how they act.
Right.
I'm all for the, you know what I'm saying, the equal rights and all, you know what I'm saying, all that. Get your money back. You know what I mean? Do that.
And then what to you is considered in this day and age cheating? Because, you know, for women, it's different. For us, it's like, it could be something.
Y'all liking the picture is cheating. So, I mean,
because we do feel some type of way sometimes, especially if you have us like that in a way.
Any type of physical.
What about?
Or anything of that nature.
What about like communication where somebody feels like they have an opening to you? You know what I mean? Okay. Like entertaining someone.
And with that, it's kind of tricky because you can have like your wife or significant other, girlfriend or whatever. Now they can have a guy friend that's really their guy friend, and then you try to step on what's name and make some shit that ain't no shit and fuck up your relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a tricky situation. You know what I mean? You just gotta play the fields because you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it really be that situation where this is really my brother because I didn't been one of those guys before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like. We just really homegirl and homeboy, you know what I'm saying? But then sometimes it's not that, and they say that, or this my play cousin, or you know what I mean? Some of the shit. So it all depends. Like I say, that's once again, that's where the truth come in at. You know what I mean? Even if, you know what I'm saying? And I'm to the point where like, if y'all had any type of relationship before, then it's a situation. But if it's honestly y'all just friends and they never done nothing before, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all done something before and then became friends, that's a sticky situation. Because I feel that if something go on between us two, then that's who she run into. You know what I mean? So,
So I'm actually going to add in 2 questions. What is your love language?
Buying things.
Getting bought things or buying things for the office for your...
Yeah, buying things for whoever I'm fucking with.
Like materialistic, so you're initially a giver.
Yes.
Okay, that's how you show your love.
And I'm the type of person that, me personally, I want to do it on my own. I don't want to be asked for it. So, you know what I mean? If you don't ask me for it, then I'm going to do it more.
Interesting. You hear that, ladies? All right. And then also, are you a jealous person? Like, what is your toxic trait?
Now, see, in my younger days, I was, but I've been in so many different situationships to the point where now it's just like, I've been in a three-way relationship. I was in a three-way relationship for a year and a half, me and two girls. Okay. And then they pushed me aside and then tried to be together, and that shit didn't last 3 months. So apparently I was the common denominator.
So did that make you feel some type of way? Like,
no, not at all.
Did it damage your ego?
Me a year and a half. They was together 3 months. You know what I mean? So like I said, whatever I had going on worked better than what they had going on.
So you're a little bit of polygamy, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I like to have fun, and I'm a truthful person.
So what about now? So are you still interested in polygamy, or are you like interested in just being with one woman after having that experience with being in a relationship with two women?
Now I'm into whatever my woman is into.
You're one woman?
But if that's what she like, but I don't know, you put out that energy to attract what you want, and it seems that I attract women that like women. So I don't have an issue with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And then, circling back to the next question, what initially attracts you to a woman?
It could be a number of things. Okay. Like, I could be out and get a vibe from a female. I might like the way she looks. You know what I mean?
Okay, and what keeps you attracted to a person? Because, you can meet a woman. I hear this all the time. Oh, she's beautiful, but her attitude is ugly. The way she carries herself is ugly.
That is a good thing. I just posted it on Facebook yesterday that a bad attitude is like a flat tire. If you don't change it, you're not going nowhere. So that's one thing I can't stand is a badass attitude. You can be fine as fuck and have a bad attitude and be a fucking 5 or 4. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much you would drop if your attitude is. I cannot stand a person that's just mad for no reason or just get upset. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, that's not. I like a person that's adventurous, open, outside. You know what I mean? I'm a trainer. You know what I'm saying? So I would like for someone that work out or, you know what I'm saying, or something of that nature, but I can't stand it out. I like a person that likes to experiment and do different things. I don't want nobody vanilla.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Interesting. And then what does the perfect date night consist of to you? What would for me,
or to taking someone?
To you, like if you were planning the perfect date night, what would that consist of?
Starting off with probably like a bar top somewhere.
Okay.
Drinks and appetizers.
Okay.
Moving on to dinner somewhere, and then maybe go out somewhere, listen to some music, maybe or something.
Like a lounge.
Like a little festival, jazz, reggae. You know what I'm saying? Something of that nature, and then. If I made her happy, then she come home and make me happy.
All right. And then for women, us women know what we're thinking about while having intercourse. What is the male brain thinking when intercourse is happening?
I hope I don't come too fast.
Oh, okay, really? Okay. For women, it's like we're trying to hide something.
Somebody was talking about the podcast. I was scrolling down Instagram, and the guy was just like, "Ladies, y'all gotta take some motherfucking accountability. As if it's good, how is it our fault that we come to this?"
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But I'm just like, and what most women don't understand, we don't be trying to motherfucking come fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? We want to, like, if that shit happens, it happens. It's not on purpose. Like, you know what I mean? Shit, we thinking like, no, we about to tear this shit up. We want to,
Interesting.
You know what I mean? We do this. We do
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you for your honesty. And then last question, I want to thank you so much. How would you give advice to someone who is handling a true heartbreak?
That has a true heartbreak?
How would they handle a heartbreak, going through a heartbreak or even a breakup?
Going back to, like I said, get in tune with self.
Interesting, right.
You know what I mean? Because if you jump into something, it might be something that's bad for you, or you know what I'm saying, eventually it might be even worse than what you just got out of, you know what I'm saying? So just take some time with self, regroup, you know what I mean, think it over, you know what I'm saying, and don't let it come to you, you know what I mean, organically, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like, everybody comes in your life for different reasons, you know what I'm saying, and it's up to you how long they stay in your life, you know what I mean? So maybe it was time for that person to go.
Interesting. Well, I want to thank you so much for all your input today on the JLM Radio podcast as well. This is CaliGreen54 on IG. I want to thank you so much for your time. And this is also an Applewhite production. And that's the end. Thank you so much. And keep in contact. Of course. All right, now. Take care.
Will do. Let me know what they say in the comments.
Of course. Take care. You too.